I'm Tim. This is my wife, Kimberly. Some of you we know and some of you don't know, but we hope we get a chance to know you a little better. Kim and I have been married for about 19 years now. Is that about right?
18.
18. Well, it'll be 19 the next month, so it was 18 next month. Anyways, 18 next month. Gals seem to keep those dates a little bit better. We always get confused on our wedding anniversary too. I've always called it July 15th as a joke the first time, and then I began to believe it. It's really the 14th. But anyway, so we're here because we feel that that this anger and abuse, and it's particularly in marriage relationships, are a huge issue in today's society. And so our purpose in talking about this is not from a theoretical standpoint, not from a scholarly standpoint, but from a standpoint of what we've lived through. And I'll tell you right off the start that I was one of the worst abusers there was, okay? I mean, before I got married, I was into drugs and alcohol, and when I got married, I thought everything was going to be cool, and I had it all straightened away, and I found out that I didn't. And so we just want to talk about, those things that have brought us through it, and to where we are today, and where we have a functional, working, and very vivacious and precious marriage.
Before that, I had a dream one night, and it was a very significant dream to me because it was God talking to me, and he said, do you see this piece of paper? And it was like this white piece of paper, and you could see like somebody taking a little stick pin and gone like this over the whole thing, because it was full of all these little tiny pinholes. The whole sheet was covered with them. And he said, each one of these little pinholes represents the hurt and the pain that's in both of your lives. And he said, and I'm going to make it like a clean sheet of paper. And he said, not like somebody's patched it. After about 10 years of going through this back and forth, old and new, Kim and Kim, I was thinking, whatever happened to this idea that someday it would be over, I was about ready for it to be over. And so I started asking the Lord, I said, I thought you said, there was going to be an appointed time. I said, well, when's that going to be? Is there ever really going to be an appointed time? And we had, meanwhile, been going to a church that we liked, and they had a marriage seminar, and so we decided to go to that. And it went over the course of about 2 months' time, and once a week or something like that. And at the culmination of it, they had a renewal of marriage vows. And so when we heard that, we said, okay, we'd really like to do that. And both of us, I think, were in agreement that we felt like we needed it, because we weren't the same people that had said I do years before. And so we went to the renewal of the vows, and we're hearing that, they have the guitarist singing Lost in the Moment, and it's a Big and Rich country and western song, and we're renewing our vows and stuff, and it just seemed like such a special moment, and all these other couples were doing the same thing, but somehow I thought, this is really significant for us. The fact that after all this time, I wanted to renew my vows to this man. And, it was a happy moment. It was amazing, really. It was amazing. And so we went through the ceremony and everything, and then everybody left. And a couple of days later, I thought, of course, that was the marriage ceremony in the dream. And from that moment on, I look at it, the old is gone. It is no more.
Speak here today was it more for yourself or to reach out to other people?
We really believe that God has a message for people, especially in this country. Abuse has become a very rampant problem, and we believe that his message is that he is the answer, and that he has a way and he has a plan. And his plan for us is for good and not for evil. And that's for all of us.
Yes.
He loves us intensely.
When I'd never heard of anybody that had a working relationship, a working partnership, a working marriage that had gone through abuse. They usually deteriorate. And all we want to say is, it's out there. It's out there. It is for you. that the Father wants it for you.
Yes.
He wants it for you.